7-year-old boy that went missing Friday in Milwaukee is now safe. You see it right here. Police spent the past day searching for him. He was abducted at gunpoint outside of his home Friday. He's also the subject of an overnight Amber Alert.
Jamal White's family tell me they have been through a lot just over the past 24 hours, not knowing where the 7-year-old was or even if he was alive. Now they tell me they can finally breathe knowing he's safe. An emotional ride would be the simplest way to describe Milwaukee over the weekend.
It's a lot. I was almost had an anxiety attack, but my heart's still racing.
Raven Jackson and Nikki Harrington can tell you firsthand.
We haven't been able to sleep. We've been crying off and on.
The two saw how in just a few minutes, sadness and suspense turned into celebration.
I don't know. I'm happy.
On Saturday, the women went from searching for their missing 7-year-old cousin to celebrating his return alongside dozens of cheering community members emotionally invested in finding him. Police say around 7 Friday night near 61st and Eustis, 7-year-old Jamal White was taken at gunpoint. Video shows a boy riding his bike down the sidewalk. Then a white Jeep pulls up behind it before a child can be heard screaming. Family members say that was Jamal. His screams echoed on through the block. The State Department of Justice issued an Amber Alert for Jamal just before midnight. They urged the public to be on the lookout for a white Jeep, the same make and model seen on the video. Early Saturday, we met up with Nikki and Raven conducting a search party.
We just want baby Jay to come home.
But hours later...
Oh my Lord, they got him. That's him. They got him.
Jamal was found near 39th and Lloyd, safe and shaken up.
He looked like he was scared. He looked like he was scared, but he was okay. It looked like he was happy to see us.
A large crowd that gathered were also happy to see him alive. Family members say the community sharing his story was a big part in leading them here. They say they still don't know what led up to his abduction or his return.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey again to y'all in another video. Hope y'all having a very great day. Hope y'all having a very great week. My day is going absolutely marvelous. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribe to the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of Wisconsin by way of Milwaukee. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of Wisconsin. Everybody outside the great city of Milwaukee. Now, before I start the story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me the story. And also, keep these stories coming. And now you all, I want you all to put on your thinking caps and ask yourself today, does this story make any, yes, damn sense? And you already know what kind of story it's going to be. But I'm going to do my best, you all, to be on my best behavior. But you know, it's one thing to hear a story, but it's another thing to hear a story that don't make no damn sense. As in the case of this story right here, where we have 32-year-old Siobhan Williams along with 25-year-old Corey Williams. And no, I don't think they're related yet, but that is still out for debate. So if you all know about these two individuals being related, please come in the comment section and tell us exactly what it is you know. Now, this incident took place last Friday in the great city of Milwaukee around 7 p.m. where little 7-year-old Jamal White was kidnapped, yes, out of his front yard. But it's what led up to the kidnapping that has a lot of people troubling and also asking a lot of damn questions. Now, as you all can tell by this footage, Jamal was outside riding his bicycle while his dad was sitting on the porch. And for those of you all trying to clown the dad, we don't know if the dad is guilty or not. I'm not saying that the dad is innocent, but at the same time, evidently, the dad was scared as hell and had to get the hell out of Dodge. Because what parent leave their child out there to fend for themselves while they run in the house, all because they thought they was getting robbed? Now, ask yourself this question also, family, because we're going to make this a good video. Now, ask yourself this, family. If you have a 25-year-old Corey Williams along with a 14-year-old boy, along with a 38-year-old man, and that person they was targeting to rob happened to be 32-year-old Siobhan Williams, why didn't they target Siobhan Williams and just specifically her? Because you have to ask yourself, why would they target the dad? And then, since the dad ran in the house, they target the child. Because the story Corey Williams is telling the police is that the reason why they targeted Siobhan Williams was because she was a big-time drug dealer. Now, I looked over Siobhan Williams' social media. I don't see anything indicating any type of big-time drug dealer or big money. So I don't know what the hell Corey Williams talking about. She's a big drug dealer and she flunked and flashed a lot of cash. I haven't seen a damn thing, just a few $100s. Now, you got to think about this also. If they were really targeting Siobhan Williams for as robbing her because she's a big-time drug dealer, and also, just to add to that point, my people in Milwaukee, because I have people who send me these stories from these cities. A lot of people in Milwaukee hit me up personally and told me. Some of them know Siobhan, some of them know of her, but not a single one of them knows Siobhan to be a damn drug dealer. So where did Corey Williams get that information from? And also adding to what I stated earlier, if you all was really targeting Siobhan Williams, and if she really sold drugs like that, why rob her in broad daylight? Why not do it at nighttime if you're going to do it? Which, don't do it. Now, you got to ask yourself this also. If Siobhan Williams was really selling drugs like that, why haven't somebody else came out and said it? And also, why haven't somebody else attempted to rob her? And why would you all wait during the daytime to rob her when you could have did it at night? And then also, if you really wanted to rob this lady, why haven't you been done it? So that don't make no damn sense. But at the same time, family, everything is not always what it seems. And also adding to that point, just to go a little deeper, ask yourself this, family, also, what person target to rob somebody because they're a drug dealer, but follow that person on social media, as this still shot shows. And this still shot is from Corey Williams' Instagram page, where he goes by the name allprofit.kc. Now, if you was really targeting to rob this woman, number one, why would you follow her on Instagram? And then also, this where it all gets cut and dry at. Why would you have this woman's phone number calling her for roughly 7 hours after the kidnapping took place? And let's begin.
Charges and more arrests in the abduction of a 7-year-old Milwaukee boy.
Yeah, that kidnapping sparked a statewide Amber Alert. Tonight, court documents indicate the mother impeded the investigation.
Those new court documents reveal a chaotic chain of events.
Certainly, Deanna and Blake, the new court documents are for the first time pointing to a motive in this case. Police say the masked men who snatched little Jamal White held the boy for ransom, demanding money and jewelry from his mother. And investigators tonight now saying mom knew more than she ever let on to police.
And now, as the news reporter stated, family, the investigators are saying, Milwaukee Police Department that is, they are saying that the mom, Siobhan Williams, know a lot more than what she is telling them and also what she is implicating. But also, like I said to you all, if this woman was really selling drugs like that, why haven't somebody else attempted to rob her? And also, why would these guys do it in broad daylight? And also, if she was the main target, why not wait until she come back home or until you catch her slipping again? Why would you go after the dad? And since you couldn't get the dad, why would you target the child? Do you get the point where I'm trying to get at now, family? It seemed to me all of the other stuff was just a damn decoy. The whole target really was, in my opinion, was the 7-year-old boy. Let's continue.
Dramatic new details in the abduction of 7-year-old Jamal White. Prosecutors say the motive was to rob his mother, Siobhan Williams. They believe Corey Williams conspired with another man and a 14-year-old boy, targeting someone they considered a, quote, well-known drug dealer. When Siobhan Williams wasn't home, they went to 61st and Eustis to rob Jamal's dad instead.
And now, family, as the news reporter stated, they targeted Siobhan Williams, but since she wasn't at home, they would then target the dad. But think about this also. If Siobhan was really the main drug dealer in this whole situation, which that's what Corey's saying, why not wait till she come back home? Sooner or later, she has to come back home. And also, why would you do it in broad daylight? And also, adding to that point, why would you do it in your girlfriend, white Jeep Renegade SUV? Who does that type of mess? Now, think about this also. Corey Williams is trying to blame this whole thing on a 14-year-old boy. So ask yourself this, family. What 25-year-old man, and also the other guy, they haven't named him yet, the other suspect that is 38 years old. What 25-year-old man, and also what 38-year-old man, listen and follows a 14-year-old boy? Listen to this.
When 3 would-be robbers did not find their intended target, one of the men arrested said it was all the idea of a 14-year-old boy.
So you want us to believe that a 14-year-old boy masterminded this whole operation? Who the hell do you think we are, Willie Foo-Foo? Let's continue.
They jumped out right here.
What unfolded next was terrifying. Surveillance video shows the boy on his bike. When people in this white Jeep jump out, one appearing to be armed tried to follow Dad into the home. The other chased Jamal up the driveway. The kidnapper eventually returns into the frame with the 7-year-old in his arms, putting him in their getaway car.
And for all of you that's trying to clown the dad, saying the dad was scary as hell and that he shouldn't have left his son, now I agree with you on one thing, is that he shouldn't have left his son. I'm not going to call the man scary because I don't know him like that. But at the same time, ask yourself this today, family. What would you do in this situation? Now, true enough, you got some people that's about their life, about it that is. They would still sit there and face the fire and go toward their child. And if anybody get hurt or kidnapped, guess what? It will be the parent. It wouldn't be the child. So you got to think about this also. Maybe the dad really thought that he was going to be robbed. But on the other hand, what would they be robbing you for, sir? And the reason why I say that is for this main reason. Now, why would they target the dad unless the dad is involved in criminal activity? That's the point I'm trying to make. And that's why I stated earlier in the video that, in my honest opinion, little 7-year-old Jamal White was the target the whole damn time. Let's continue.
A criminal complaint says the little boy heard the accused abductors talking to his mom on the phone and, quote, heard his mom say that she was going to come and pick him up, but she never came. When investigators questioned him, he, quote, teared up during the interview because his mom did not pick him up. That same criminal complaint says the kidnappers demanded $100,000 in jewelry in exchange for Jamal. In total, investigators believe the suspects called Jamal's mom 40 times from 7:33 p.m. Friday to 2:39 a.m. Saturday, all while police searched for him and a statewide Amber Alert was later issued.
And now to add fuel to the fire, family, because this is where we start cooking at. Ask yourself this. What person, what mom or dad talked to the kidnappers for roughly 7 hours while the police are searching for the child? Now, the Amber Alert didn't get issued out to around 11:50 p.m. that night.
When an Amber Alert went out around midnight.
But the mom was still talking to the kidnappers up until 2-something that morning, as you all see. And just because Corey Williams star 6'7" the mom when he called her 40 times does not mean the police could not have traced that phone call back, because trust me, the technology that we have out here, regular common folks, civilians that is, the police have way more advanced technology. So the point I'm making is this right here. Mom, Siobhan Williams, you talked to the kidnappers for roughly 7 hours. And not now time did you tell the police that you was talking to the kidnappers. Because quite naturally, the police could have done one thing, family, and what's that? They could have pinged the location and went directly where little 7-year-old Jamal was that night. They didn't have to wait till 7 o'clock the next evening when they finally found him. So once again, to the mom, Siobhan Williams, why didn't you relay that information to the police so they could have went and got your son? Unless you're guilty of something. So ask yourself this, family, why would a mom withhold information from the police? And also, what kind of mom talked to the kidnappers for roughly 7 hours? And poor little Jamal heard the mom on the phone because Jamal himself told the police department, told the detectives that is, that he heard his mom saying that she was going to come get him.
The complaint adds the 7-year-old boy told police he heard his mom on the phone say she'd come pick him up, but never did.
But ask yourself this today, family, before we continue. How can a person come get somebody unless they know where they at? Let's continue.
A just unsealed search warrant says Siobhan Williams, quote, repeatedly refused not only to provide a statement, but also to disclose information regarding the kidnapping of her son. Quote, this impeded the police investigation.
So once again, family, to compound this whole statement that I'm trying to make, and also the police department is trying to make, why would a mom withhold vital information that could lead to the rescue of her son unless some kind of way she is involved? Think about that also. But the story gets way more worse than that. Let's continue.
Oh my Lord, they got him. That's him.
Police did eventually find the 7-year-old in the home where they found suspect Corey Williams hiding in the attic.
Now, family, think about this, how dumb Corey Williams' dumbass is. What type of person, number one, kidnap a boy in their girlfriend vehicle, and the only thing he did was take the license plate off? But to also add to that, what kind of kidnapper takes the child to their damn home? Because usually if a person kidnaps someone, they would take them to a different residence, a different spot. They would never, ever take them to the house where they lay their head at. Think about that. And now let's close up.
An arrest report obtained by 12 News indicates the mother was arrested at Children's Hospital on Sunday and is in custody on a probation violation.
Right, Deanna. And to be clear, at this time, the mother is not charged in connection with the abduction, although that search warrant does point to her lack of cooperation with police during the massive search for her son. Also, you may notice mom has the same last name as that charged suspect, the district attorney not revealing whether the two are related.
And now in closing, and now for the nail in the coffin. Now, we got a mom, Siobhan Williams, who was said by Corey Williams, that is, to be a big-time drug dealer, who also happened to be on what? Probation. Is now sitting in jail on a probation violation charge. But think about this also, family, for anybody who ever been on probation or parole. In order for you to receive a violation, you have to do what? Commit a crime. or not comply with the police. Because I know how it is in Texas. If you're on probation or parole, they make you, they force you, and they tell you that you always got to comply with the cops. You cannot sit up here and get questions asked of you and you don't answer the police properly. You cannot sit up here and be involved in any kind of investigation and not cooperate with the police. That is grounds for what? A probation violation and also parole. So once again, in closing, why would a mom withhold vital information from the police that could have led to the rescue of her son? And also ask yourself this, why would a mom talk to the kidnappers for roughly 7 hours over 40 different times and not tell the police anything about those phone calls? When a mom, only thing she had to do when she first started talking to the kidnapper was relay that information to the police. And guess what? They could have easily tracked that phone down. No matter if he pushed *67 or not, it does not matter when it comes to law enforcement because they can bypass that. So in closing, it seemed to me, and also to the police department that is, and maybe to most of you all, that Siobhan Williams played a huge part in this. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed, and I will keep you all updated as more details comes out. And thank you all once again for the love and support. And guess what? I'm out.